Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. As you come in, y'all, please hit the like, subscribe, and share the video if you can. Also, try to hype it up, and also listen to the video at 1.25 or higher if you like, because I speak slow. God's gift. Anyway, y'all, I normally don't do these kind of videos. I think I've done one or two since I've been doing YouTube, which has not been very long as you can tell. But I seen my state on here. I seen my home. And I said, I'm getting ready to put this on here so everybody know what we think of Trump. Okay. All right, so let's go. And I will be back with my commentary, my reaction.
Yeah, Donald Trump's not going to like this. His approval is absolutely tanking in North Carolina. The latest Elon YouGov poll has Donald Trump's approval at a negative 16, whereas the Democratic governor, Josh Stein, has a net approval of plus 22 points. That Elon University YouGov poll is like the top pollster there in North Carolina. You also have the High Point University poll that just came out. They have Donald Trump's net approval at negative 10%, whereas the Democratic governor, Josh Stein's net approval through the first year of his term is now plus 30%. Also, Democrats in a generic 2026 congressional ballot are a +3 against Republicans. I think it's notable as well because Donald Trump gave that deranged speech in North Carolina on Friday where it was in front of a very small group of people.
Yeah, look at that. That's the way I like it. I like it even smaller than that. Most of that probably was mostly security. And most of the people, like some places in North Carolina, you don't really have nothing to do. So you go watch. You don't have to like them. You just go watch. So most of them probably was just spectators, just didn't what it's like whatever. I know we're gonna be on TV. Yeah.
150, 200 people, where Donald Trump seemed to be more interested in talking about his cognitive health and taking these cognitive exams where he could identify like a hippopotamus versus a giraffe. And this was supposed to be an economic speech, right? I mean, the people of North Carolina have been harmed by Donald Trump's policies, but they've been resilient in the face of it. And Donald Trump was giving that, deranged speech. It's notable too because Donald Trump's first visit right after the election pretty much was to Western North Carolina, where he said, "I'm going to help you out after Hurricane Helene."
And ain't did nothing. Took FEMA away because they wasn't doing nothing. And, I mean, he just took everything away and then stopped going. As soon as he win the presidency, here he come. He come. I mean, I hate when he come to my state. I hate it.
He goes, "Don't worry, I'm going to help you out." And meanwhile, the Trump regime has provided no additional appropriations to help with Hurricane Helene disaster aid that's needed right now. They've only been utilizing the aid set aside by former President Biden, and even that has been slow in being sent by the Trump regime to North Carolina. And their very popular Governor Stein, has been saying, "Look, we need more FEMA disaster relief here. I mean, you got to do your part, federal government. We're doing our part at the state level." I mean, North Carolina was named again with all of this going on, with Trump's immigration raids against Mecklenburg County, with Donald Trump, attacking the state.
Yeah, he attacked Charlotte. He went down, well, Mecklenburg County to y'all. I just say Charlotte. He went down there just trying to come out illegals, and most of them was not. I mean, he just went down there all in the darn parking lots that, where you go shopping. There they go, trying to surround people. Then they got ran away when people start pulling out their phones and putting the light on it and putting it on their faces. Putting on, you had like 15 on one off, whatever you want to call the people that Trump sent to get the illegals out. No, no. And then they busted the window of one of the men they thought was illegal, even though he had just showed his paperwork to another one. And his friends standing there yelling that he had just showed his paperwork. They busted his window out, his darn vehicle, and opened the door and snatched him on and put him on the ground while his son stood there crying, yelling, "That's my dad, that's my dad." They didn't care.
Carolina was named America's top state for business in 2025, led by its strong workforce and economy, based on the latest CNBC scoring of which states have the best economy. The Tar Heel state captured its third top state's crown in the last 4 years and missed the top spot by just 3 points last year. Its biggest strengths are in the categories of economy, workforce, and business friendliness, but federal budget cuts, tariffs, and the recovery from Hurricane Helene could threaten its dominance. Like North Carolina's doing its part. It's like federal government. We're doing our part as a state. Why do you keep trying to screw with us? Why are you trying to harm what we're doing? Let us thrive. We've got a popular governor. Let us do our thing. I mean, just take a look at some of this, right? You know, this is a headline from December 16th. FEMA was ordered to reinstate $200 million in disaster mitigation funding for North Carolina after it took away critical disaster mitigation. So not only was it not giving new appropriations, while it was only giving money that was already previously appropriated by Biden, but in a slow manner, they were affirmatively taking away disaster mitigation funds, and North Carolina had to sue to get it back. I mean, take a look at this. You have a North Carolina resident facing a 1,100% increase in her health insurance costs.
Yeah.
Hat tip to Cardinal and Pine for highlighting this story. Nancy Weaver, who has access to essential health care through the Affordable Care Act, now faces an uncertain future as Republicans in Congress are set to allow key.
And that's messed up because it's a lot of people I know that's going to stop it. That they have to drop the insurance because the only thing they had was the Affordable Care Act. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's messed up. Y'all going to have, and then they talking about the darn freaking measles and mumps and all that's coming around. If they don't get rid of that darn Kennedy dude, man, y'all, we got to get it back together. Because this ain't it. This ain't it.
Subsidies to expire, raising her monthly premiums by $1,600 a month. And she, like many Americans, talk about how, look, the Affordable Care Act was absolutely life-changing for her. All of a sudden, I could go get blood work. I can get a mammogram. All of these things where I could go to the doctor. I could say something's wrong, and I could go to the doctor and find out what it was. She's now paying $144 each month thanks to the Affordable Care Act subsidies. But when that expires, she's going to have to pay $1,759 per month. And she told Cardinal and Pine that she's going to have to drop her insurance. She's not going to get the health care she needs to live. And that's an experience we're seeing throughout North Carolina and throughout every state in these United States. And also, I mentioned this before, but you had the resilience of those in Mecklenburg County, those in Durham, those throughout North Carolina in response to these Trump ICE raids or these Border Patrol raids, where you had people like Greg Bovino and others go in there and really attack. They weren't going after the criminals. It'd be one thing if they did that, but they were going after peaceful people who were contributing to North Carolina's economy, people who were helping. They were just indiscriminately wearing their masks, attacking people in North Carolina, but North Carolina pulled together. So with all of that as
all right, Ben Marcellus, you go, boy.
Background, right? You have Donald Trump roll into the state of North Carolina, and here's what he said. He goes, every state run by a Democrat's a failure. Here, play this clip.
Yes, sir. You did say that. But I'd like to have Michael say he's in a fight against a radical left governor who did a shitty job for you. And I really want you, either way, but either governor, because you have another governor that's a Democrat. Virtually, I think every state run by a Democrat is a failure.
They just want to be on TV.
And now your state with all these killings. I never heard of killings, but all of a sudden, and they came in through Biden with his open border craziness. And these are vicious people. But I want this man to say just a few words.
Talking about Biden is crazy. You the one darn shooting down, pow and down darn innocent boats on the darn river. You're a darn idiot. Trump is an idiot. I don't care what nobody.
Now I want to bring in the Democratic governor of North Carolina, Josh Stein, who's had in spite of all of this, an incredible year. I mean, showing the resilience of North Carolina being named the top state for business. Let's bring in Democratic Governor Josh Stein. Governor Stein, it's so great to have you on. Resilience and strength. I mean, heck, North Carolina, the #1 state for business in the latest CNBC poll, and job growth in North Carolina amidst all of this right now. Talk to us about it, Governor.
Part of it is we've got really strong fundamentals in the state. We were the #1 state for business this year. That's the third time in the last 4 years.
That's right.
We had the best job announcement year in the history of the state. 35,000 jobs, $24 billion of capital investment. And these are from clean energy companies, EVs, battery manufacturers, solar panels. We're building the economy of the future, but because so much investment and foundation has already been made and laid. I will just make a comment that Governor Jim Hunt died yesterday. He was the governor for 16 years at the end of the 1900s, the 20th century, and he did so much to prepare the state for this new wave of economy. He started the Biotechnology Center, the Microelectronics Center, invested in the School of Science and Math, the Centennial Campus at NC State. We have done so much work to invest in our people over the years that we are an attractive place for companies to come. And so even though we have a General Assembly that is failing to invest in our people, we have an administration that's creating headwinds on many different fronts, the fundamentals of this state are so strong that we're in a good position. And what we have to do is make sure that the benefits get spread across the state and that more people benefit from the economic opportunities that exist in North Carolina.
Heck, federalism, states' rights, state sovereignty, seeing states step up, in the face of these headwinds. As we reflect on this past year, it's notable that the first.
All right, y'all. That's all I'm gonna play. I just wanted y'all to see what Trump is doing and trying to do to our state, to my state. Chill out. Go chillax somewhere, Trump. Go somewhere else and play. And Lee, man, if he lets that Affordable Care Act end at the end of this year, Trump, he can really hang it up. He already can hang it up because he didn't show all the darn Epstein files. He just took himself off of everything, him and his buddies. But anyway, y'all, I just had to show that. Ben, please don't strike my channel. I appreciate it. But yeah, I had to show y'all what was going on in my state. You know what I mean? And that's all I got. Yeah. So pray for us, y'all. Pray for us. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share it if you can. Hype up the video. And I'll see y'all later. All right. Bye, y'all.